guys, I'm here to talk about two Owl Crate books that came out in February and March. A little bit behind in my Owl Crate reading, but not by much. So the first book I'm going to talk about came out, we got in our February box, and it's Carnival by Stephanie Garber. Gave this book 4 stars. I really like it. This is the first book in a series, and this book follows a character named Scarlet and her sister Stella, and it's kind of a fantasy slash dystopian world. And in this world, there is a thing called the carnival that happens once a year or once every couple of years. I think it's once every year, and you get a ticket to this, and it's a mystical, magical carnival where everything that happens is not really real. And these two sisters, Scarlet is about to get married, so she feels it's her last chance to really live, and she gets a ticket to this carnival with her sister Tella, and they wind up escaping from their father, who is not a very, very nice man. And when they get to Carnival, a lot of hoopla happens and a lot of drama, and suddenly Scarlett's sister Tella is kidnapped, and they need to find out not only what is causing the carnival, but where her sister really is. It was a very, very fast-paced mystery, and I really enjoyed it. The world building was very unique and very different, and this romance was a slow burn that I really liked. It wasn't really insta-lovey because I felt like the characters really got to know each other, and at the end there was a big twist that really can change their relationship. It also was a solid book. It had a beginning, middle, and end that let open for the sequel, which will be coming next year. So those are the good things. I did feel like and also the visuals. It was like I could create the story in my head. It was very, very visually interesting, and I really liked that. But I really liked the world building. I thought the world building was probably some of the best parts of this book because it really took you into this experience. And it talked a lot about girls' relationships and girls' identity in the world and all that stuff. And the romance started out as a friendship, and that was really like a turning point of the novel. There was a lot of twists and turns in this book, and it was very, very engaging that like I had to know what happens next. I'm very excited to see what happens next in the story because it kind of did the carnival aspect, so I wonder what the next book's going to be about, if we're going to go back to carnival, or it's going to be something different but set in the same world, or it's going to explore a different story, or it's going to maybe explore the past of Tella and Scarlett's grandmother. I don't know what the next story will be, but I really am hopeful that all the characters will return, and it was a really, really fun story to read about, and I was highly engaged, and it was a very, very quick read. So that was the February box. It was in the Runaway with the Circus book. So that is Carnival by Stephanie Garber. I highly recommend that you read it. And in the back it says, "Admit one to use once, gain entrance to the carnival. Main goats close at midnight." It was a really, really quick read, and I recommend it. And then my March book was Pirates, Ships and Seas, and the book that we got was Daughter of a Pirate King by Tracy Levasseur. I like this book. I don't think I've ever really read a pirate novel except for Neverland or Everland, which wasn't really a pirate novel. I really like this. I've been reading a lot of these books recently that have a very, very strong and almost intense female presence, to the point where like there's not a lot of male characters, or the male characters you get are not the heart of the novel. So there was a lot of females in this character, and I have a feeling that the next book's going to be even more female heavy. Basically what happens is the girl is named Alasa, and she winds up getting willfully kidnapped by another set of pirates so she could find this pirate map for her father. And she is a kick butt character who is actually half something and half something else that you wind up as you read the story further. So she has a little bit more power and a little bit more kick that she constantly has to try to keep under the radar of all the men because she's not supposed to have these powers. But it was really interesting to see her kind of underplay herself in this world, which I think is something that girls do so much in our society. They underplay how smart or how powerful they are, and I really like that because I think a lot of young girls can really relate to that, and to see what happened to this character was really, really interesting. I love the relationship that developed between Alasa and the first mate. I thought that was a really interesting dynamic, and how Alasa really can basically take her powers and use it for good or evil, and how the first mate affected by that. I can so tell you where the next book is gonna go. I can even tell you the title, and I don't even know if the title is that. But it was such a fast paced mystery. It dealt with a lot of like ship things and piracy. I read Passenger and Wayfarer by Alexandra Bracken, and there was a lot of like pirating met, not terminology in there, and I really liked it. And I felt that that was just the same as this book, but it definitely was a strong focus on not only the female relationship to other male characters, but also a female relationship to her own crew, which I thought was really interesting because Alasa basically is the pirate king's daughter, obviously, but she also is a pirate in her own right and has her own crew of all female soldiers. So I thought that those dynamics were super interesting. And I'm really excited to read the next book in the series, which I think is going to be called Daughter of the Siren Queen. I think that's the title of it, I think. But yeah, I'm super excited to see where that book goes. Overall, I really like them. I gave them both like 4 stars, and I really enjoyed them. So, as always, I love Owl Crate books. There has not been an Owl Crate book that I haven't really liked or at least enjoyed. Owl Crate takes so much time and effort to really curate and craft these boxes that I really just love giving them my money, and I love just getting these little presents every month. But I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later.